Hello and welcome to the April edition of ActWres Stage here on the 5-Star Network YouTube channel. I am your host, Sondre. I'm joined by my usual co-host, Velkej, and we are joined by Plug Pedro of the Outlet and of the... what's that called? Strong Stylish. Yes.
Yeah.
Of course, we're paying the favor because earlier this month you had us on your show to talk about the very eventful thing that happened with ActWres Girls this month. And we waited until the end of the month because we wanted to be more comfortable about the situation. We wanted to know what they were doing about all this. Velkej, it's been a very stressful month.
Was a very stressful month. I've had to read takes about stuff. I had to confront the situation head on. But as we all know, this was always coming, and this was always going to happen. And I am actually surprised that it took so long to happen. So
yeah,
basically, it was time. The
Yeah.
roster was too big, and ActWres Girls goes in cycles. And right now we do not have main eventers anymore. We need to build some part of the cycle. So
yeah.
we're back at the January 2021. Was that January? January 2022,
Yes.
where just 6 people remained from the previous system. So they are at a much better position than they were beforehand.
Yeah. Before we get into all that, Pedro, for the new listeners, who are you?
All right, so I'm Pedro. I host the outlet every other month, every other 2 weeks or something like that. I usually cover a lot of stuff, but the usual that's in my docket is ActWres. Because of you guys, because of my friends, because of me, I watch ActWres as my second promotion, and it's been a whirlwind because now that ever since we were watching, we were very happy about stuff, and now we hit the wall that usually happens. But the thing is, we didn't know it was gonna happen this early, and yeah, we did like a collaborative episode on my podcast.
Yeah.
Talking about everything the first day.
Yeah, on the 15th of April, we gathered with Yannick on your podcast, The Outlet, to give our day one impression of Marigold and the big exodus from ActWres Girls. Where
basically we did our raw reactions.
Yes.
And we did what we without knowing what the Marigold is going to be, how they were going to be presented, and we've just the knowledge that they've come to the press conference, said that they want to wrestle, and seemingly at the time joined the roster, which is now official and everything is done. We've had some information about stuff, and now we have much fuller picture. It's still not complete because it will never be complete. There was this Twitter comment from the owner of the promotion of ActWres Girls, which was a notes picture with basically saying that ActWres is owed some kind of financial compensation.
Yep.
Which then was deleted because, as we all know, ActWres Girls do not have contracts. So,
as we all learned this month.
Yeah.
Say.
But we kind of knew that.
Yes.
We kind of knew that, but it was surprising that nobody has contracts.
Yeah.
Miku Auno didn't have a contract. She could have balked at any as Natsumi Sumikawa and Natsumi Shozuki did. When Miku Auno was the champion, She could have just defended the title at the August Korakuen beating act, and the day after that, she could have shown up in Stardom and joined the roster.
Yeah. So in case you are completely confused about what we're talking about. First of all, where the fuck have you been this month? But first, on May 15th, it was announced that Natsumi Sumikawa, the AWG champion, Miko Ano, the former AWG champion and the focal point of the company last year, Misa Matsui, Shika Goto, Koki, and Shiaki would all be leaving ActWres Girls. And an hour after that announcement came out on their Twitter, those six and Fuka, who also was leaving ActWres Girls. Fuka was the head booker and head trainer backstage in ActWres Girls. But they all left the company, and 1 hour later, after that announcement came out from the ActWres side, they showed up on the Marigold press conference, which is Rossi Ogawa's new promotion. And yeah, we gave our day one thoughts about that. But we wanted to start this episode talking about the ActWres specific side of this. And as you said, Velkej, the reason why these girls could leave so easily was because the owner of this promotion does not believe in wrestling contracts, because he does not consider his company a wrestling company. Even though they take neck bumps, they hit each other so hard that I wins. Even though all of that happens in this promotion, the owner of this promotion does not consider them pro wrestlers and does not give them pro wrestling contracts. So they could easily leave, which is wrong.
The thing is that he's like running the promotion seemingly as if it was a theater troupe, and that kind of can work, but it basically works with the idea that the wrestlers will make like connections with other people and will not leave them hanging. Like,
yeah,
nobody is supposed to leave randomly, like the next day, because it would be unfair to the people who are staying, who did not leave. Which is one of the things that like was kinda bandied about, like the day after, the day off, and so on. Like, how can you do it to the rest of the roster? Like, okay, so they much better would have been if they have said it a long time before. But the thing is, from what Fuka, who also left, said on her blog, like, the issues have been there for months at least. Like, for months. We have, remember, Sondre, that how we talked about like these weird shooty style promo between Mari and Natsumi?
Yeah.
In January?
Yeah.
Like, where Mari said that no young wrestler wants to challenge her, and Natsumi was the one who, or was that in February? Just after. Oh,
right before the title match, yeah.
Yeah. Before Natsumi won the title, often during the challenge, we had these promos, which went over the kayfabe line, at least seemingly from the auto translations. I am not sure. The auto translations are always can be misleading. So, like, understanding, trying to decode what they were saying, it was really hard and really difficult, and I was completely like stopped by the auto translations, because auto translations work when it's simple, like I challenge you for the title, but when there's like these more difficult to express things, the auto translation fails, and it's not like thing that you can use truly. But we were I was talking about that months ago, and now Natsumi left while being a champion. day after she defeated Chika Goto, who also left,
Yes.
but also was booked on the Korakuen Hall show. That was like booked during the angle in the post match after Natsumi won the title, where like she looked at Act, but Chika was before Act, in front of Act. So like Chika kind of butted her way in the title challenge. Ha! Heard what I did there?
Yes.
I'm awful. I know. I'm sorry. So like there was this, and the thing, of course, is Ifuka was the booker, and Ifuka knew weeks or months back that she was leaving and taking some people with her. Why was she booking like that?
Yes. Yeah.
There's one result in the last show before they left that I'm actually angry about.
Yeah.
I'm fine with Chika versus Natsumi. That's fine. Although it seemingly serves different master now, but it was fine. It was a Shingiba main event. That's fine. Natsumi won. That's fine. She should have won. It's okay. But the issues with the tag title tournament like are there, and I think we will talk about it.
Yeah. There was a hell of a lot that led into this whole Exodus part. Fuka on her blog said that a lot of talent had come up and voiced their frustration about not going anywhere, wanting to be treated as pro wrestlers, wanting to, be covered in the pro wrestling media, which is something that they don't get to get, because the owner doesn't consider ActWres as a pro wrestling company, and all of that, and apparently a couple of days before the shows on the 14th, Fuka had gone up to the owner of the promotion, Sakaguchi, and said, like, maybe we should do a partnership with Rossi. I've been talking with him or something like that. And the owner of the promotion basically threatened that if we'll do that, then we'll close the promotion after the Step 40 show on the 14th. And that will be our last show. Very, like, of course, that can be mistranslated, but I think that was a very, like, not a serious threat, but a kind of serious threat, and we saw that they all left the day after, and she got a good chunk off the main event roster, which leaves the roster that is behind all very, very hungry, which we saw on the 26th show, which we'll talk about in a bit. But today, we waited all the way to the 5th of May to record about this because we wanted to just inform, just know the direction that the people that left are going in Marigold. And today we saw the card. Velkej, do you have the card?
I'm sorry. I do not have the card. I'll pull it up. I
just I can rents up from memory. We have Mirai, former Wonder of Stardom champion, versus Shiaki.
Yeah, that's the opener.
That is a very good, like, build for Shiaki to build her character while getting beaten by someone that is going to be a main eventer in this promotion. Then we have Miku Aono versus Nao Ishikawa. Nao Ishikawa is formerly of Ice Ribbon. And she's very much like the idol wrestler. She bears a resemblance to Tam Nakano, although she claims she's not Tam Nakano. That is, of course, a match that will establish Miku Aono's, like, really dominant style.
And they have a story to this match because Nao Ishikawa in an interview was like, well, I don't like any of these girls coming in, and like think they again going back like on the philosophy of like these girls don't belong. So putting her against Miku is like, hey, shut up.
Yeah, and like this is the first time ever, but they were in the same promotions when they were coming up, both of them, and they both shared the ring with Asahi, so there
Yeah.
is that connection as well. So basically, this is, and they even did the little story about now Ishikawa being replaced with Miku Aono on the poster and so on. Like all of these little things, they are already starting to do. So like doing the pro wrestling the right
Yeah.
way. So I really like the match. I really like both of the matches. Chiaki
I
and
like all
Mirai.
three because
Yeah.
the last one is a ActWres showcase match, like basically a ActWres Girls Offer match. We have the three members of the Royal in the same match. By the way, the only Royal member left is Natsuki. We have Shikagoto teaming up with newly renamed Amare Koki, so she has added a first name. And they will be facing Misa Matsui and Natsumi Shosuke, formerly known as Natsumi Sumikawa, of course. But before she was known as Natsumi Sumikawa, she was known as Natsumi Shosuke in Stardom. So that it makes sense that she went back to the Shosuke name for when she came back to pro wrestling. Because this match specifically will serve as the pro wrestling debut for Koki and Shikagoto, because they have not been. They are post restart, post we are act wrestling wrestlers, performers.
Yeah, like people like Misa and Miku got like the opportunity to be outside. Obviously, Natsumi was in Stardom before, so they Chika and Koki are the only ones that haven't been outside the circle, and Chiaki, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, it's very funny because this match is such a this is such a good match.
Yeah, this should have been on like a Shinkiba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very ActWres Girls match.
Okay, so Fuka just posted an update to her blog about the presser that we are right now talking about. Talk about coincidences, and she said in the about the Chiaki and Mirai match, a match I couldn't imagine. Ogawa is probably the only person in the world who can create this card at this time and in this place. Find out what it's like to be an actress. So she's very hyped for Chiaki versus Mirai, understandably,
Same.
and that's like the most she talked about the specific match. That was like just her feelings about the presser anyway. So like that's I share her like hype for the Chiaki versus Mirai. I think that's the match. That's like the match that you book for Chiaki. Outside of her booking her against Nanae Takahashi, I think that would have been perfect match, but it makes more sense for Nanae to face Yuzuki more than
Oh, the
Chiaki.
fourth show, yes.
Yeah, so that's like the only thing that I know that you said that the match, the Actors Girls Offer match is good. I agree, but I would be much happier if one of the four was in preferably Natsumi Shosuke was in the main event of the show. I get it. I understand why the main
Still
event
not
is
better.
what it is. I get Nozaki to face against Julia, and I get Bozilla versus Utami. I understand it. I get it.
Oh.
So that's fine. Me personally, I'm such a Natsumi Shosuke fan that I would have much more. I would have loved to see her main event the first show. I won't get that. That can be helped. Whatever. The main slot anyway is really good for them as well.
Yeah. But yeah, that is Marigold. Of course, we're not going to cover that promotion that much. Probably just mention it a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe if May is a slow month for ActWres girls, we'll mention the first show and talk about the performances of the former ActWres girls
I would
members.
like to do that. I would like to talk about the performances of. I
Yeah.
would like to talk about the matches they are going to have, because
But
I think at least the first month should be like indicative, and it's still they're leaving the stage, they're becoming wrestlers now, but we have to say goodbye to them. So I would like to talk about that next month.
yeah, so that show, of course, will be happening in Corkin Hall, Marigold Fields Forever on May 20th. A very exciting new promotion. And honestly, to go back to the episode we did with you, Pedro, my opinion has not changed since then, and I was super happy and hyped for these girls when they announced this, because these wrestlers are finally going to get to showcase their talents to the wider Joshi fan base, which is something that they were not going to be able to do in ActWres Girls. Sadly, as much as we love the promotion, they were not going to meet. They were not going to reach the ceiling that they can reach in if they stay there.
Yeah, I think as much as this is like their next step in like trying to be bigger than what ActWres is, because ActWres has that ceiling of just the same loop. Like we barely got belts, to be honest, because of Fuka. I would say
Yes.
like she is very much like
We don't
one of
know. We don't know if we get the belts back.
yeah, like she changed the promotion for the better for our viewing at least.
Yeah,
And
she did.
like honestly, I would like to step back a little bit because uh for what people maybe don't know how ActWres' history gone. It's a lot of wrestlers moving on to bigger stages, obviously. Like one by one, kind of. And then also we had that break off and change in the regime, which made like a lot of like freelancers now, like Tehanma, Miyuki, like Himika leaving, Momokogo leaving, yeah, Tam very early. So we get to this point where we have more leave, and the thing is, there was a build up to this one with a lot of the backstage stuff, like affecting how they thought like the promotion was going, and I think we could see it from the people that left was that these girls obviously like have a way bigger ceiling and like deserve probably a lot more of deserve to just go for the risk and become bigger stars in an actual wrestling promotion instead of the ceiling that ActWres gives us, because it's very much like a business that we don't agree with what ActWres is doing a lot of the time, and people have said it's a little slimy of kind of what they do and like how the ticket system goes and how the booking is, and it's just yeah, we're very much entertained by it, but at some point this isn't the best like situation for a lot of the performers and then the wrestlers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, while the promotion itself is slimy, the promotion itself has bad business practices.
Yeah, but it's good for some of the it's good for most of the performers and like
Yes,
actual
it
actresses and stuff.
it gives money and gigs to actresses, models, singers, and so on who live in this like vague entertainment world of Tokyo. And let's use example someone who wrestled on WrestleMania. Kairi Hojo was allowed by her rich parents to go to Tokyo to become an idol, an actress, and she failed. She failed so hard that her last play was attended by like 6 people.
Yeah.
And like it was her last play, and just few days beforehand she attended, she was given, like she was taken to a show, to a stardom show, by one of her friends, and she sat in the bleachers opposite the hard cam, and she was struck by how cool these wrestlers are, how they can sing, how they can dance, how she could be able to do everything, just not to come back home to Yamaguchi, because she did not want to return. Although she's from rich family because she was a actor. She tried for the promotion for the tryout alongside Harukaze, Natsumi Shozuki, Akte Asukawa, and Azumi. Azumi was there like beforehand, but like she was just a child, like maybe 9 years old or something like that. And Eri Hojo, I already say now, wrestled on WrestleMania. Like, and she's a millionaire now. He is probably a millionaire now.
Yeah.
So, like, what these people, these struggling entertainers, need some outlet to, or need some way how to join pro wrestling, because they are trained to entertain people and they have skills that they can use in pro wrestling. And in pro wrestling, there's a chance, because it's not as popular as like basic idling. It's not that full of really good people. Like, it's very hard to succeed in singing, to sell out stadium, to perform in the middle of the Budokan Hall. Not even the successful idols. Even the successful idols will maybe never get to Budokan. Maybe they will never get there. Even though they can live really comfortable lives, make a lot of money, have a lot of fans, they will never sing in Budokan. But star wrestlers wrestle in Budokan. They did it.
Yep.
They went to Budokan. And for example, for someone like Naoya Yamada, Misa Matsui, is there, like, if they are singers, if they are actresses, if they are idols, the Budokan Hall is the holy ground. It's the place where you want to get. And Stardom got there. They got there. The wrestlers are popular. They do everything else like idols do. They sell pictures, they do handshake events and everything, but they go to the big arenas.
Imagine,
and idols usually do not.
Yeah, like imagine after the whole year Miku Ano had last year, and at the end of it, she sits at home. Maybe she watches like the Stardom show from Sumo Hall, and she sees someone who she debuted around the same time with, who's only 2 years her senior, Sayori Anu, win the Wonder of Stardom title in Sumo Hall in the semifinal. And Miku Ano has put her whole body on the line throughout a calendar year. And she sees that and she's like, well, I'm not going to ever get to that if I continue with these guys. I have to get on.
The thing is that they failed or are not as successful in their field they've chosen, why they moved to Tokyo.
Yeah.
They are not as successful in singing, they are not successful in acting, they are not as successful in being a model, but they are investing a lot of time to be a wrestler. Like, they train, they make fans, and then they wrestle. They feel their bodies hurt, they do like long trainings, and then they sell 50 tickets.
Yeah.
How different it is from like being an underground idol with your two bandmates and selling 70 tickets in some like basement bar. How different it is to wrestle in a 176 box in Osaka in front of 140 people with the 20 other people. So basically you are selling, one wrestler sells 7 tickets. How much money can you make out of that? Like, it's not great. And compare it to the Sumo Hall. Like, it's
And
so hard.
it's not a guarantee that you'll be booked on the shows, because the way you get booked on the shows is by selling more tickets, or by the merchandise being bought, your merchandise being bought,
And now
Yeah.
compare Marigold having sold out shows for like what, the first week or so?
Yeah, without
So
any cards announced.
So now they'll be able to wrestle in the box with a sold out crowd instead of the 80 or 100, not even 100 half the time.
And I watched this past month. I watched Osaka Pro in that venue, and that was a sold out 176 box. And it was not the same venue as I have seen on ActWres Girls multiple times. Believe me, it was.
It was loud. There were reactions.
It was reactions. You could barely see the banners because there were so many people. It was quite a atmosphere. But we should get to the month of April in ActWres Girls. Our usual show reviews. Because D6, of course, wrestled on 4 of the shows in this month before they left. But so we'll talk about them more. But they leave behind a roster that may not have the main event star power that they had before, but they definitely have the potential to create that star power again. And we'll talk about that while we review these shows. So we'll start off with Act Wrestling Step 38 on the 4th of April in Shinkiba First Ring. Of course, before the whole thing, there was a tag tournament, a qualifying tag tournament to get into the official tag title tournament that was going to start probably in May. That for now, that tag tournament has been pushed back. But of course, the 2 opening matches on the Step 38 show on the 4th was Katniss Kaliko and Chiaki versus Kira Ann and Nen Arata. Katniss Kaliko and Chiaki renamed himself CNC as a tag team. That was a first round match. They won. They beat Kira Ann and Nen Arata after Chiaki pinned Nene, I think, with an exploder. This was at the start of the month. Do either of you remember that much from this match?
No, it's okay. Match.
And I think this is one of the better shows, but this is
Yep.
definitely a match that I was like my brain wasn't probably even there for this.
Yeah, it was the opener. It was the opener first match of the tag. It was not the first match of the tag team tournament. That started in March.
That started last month. Yeah.
It did start in the last month, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the only notes is that Kira got Chiaki's spear, and that CNC had really good tag moves.
Yeah.
Tag move onto the rope. I don't know what that means, but that's my notes.
Of course. On the next show. But first, here they found out the other semifinal on the other side. It was Konami and Riku Fukunaga, Rico Mick, defeating Shia Oba and Sakura Mitsushima, the most random team of all time.
Ice Cream Blue.
Ice Cream Blue. 8 minutes and 21 seconds. Riku Fukunaga wins with an arm bar on the Ice Cream Girl, Shia Oba. I remember this being better than the opener, but I don't remember it being that much better.
I wrote that it was fun as hell, because I probably really much enjoyed it because it's Rico Make versus
Mitsushima. Yeah.
And Xiaoba was not like bad in the match. She was. I think that I think I I can honestly say this probably is her best match. I don't think any one of us will like go back to watch previous Chiaba matches,
No.
and unless like the next month has her breaking out like some weird lava.
You mean all 13 of her matches?
Yeah, which are mostly multi-woman like
Yeah.
clusterfucks in Korakuen anyway.
She
So
wrestles once a month, to be
yeah,
real.
she does. So see,
Not this month.
see that's the
Yeah.
problem. See, that's the problem what we talked about. Like,
Yeah.
imagine if you are like training, if you trained 4 days for one wrestling show, and you get paid because you sold 5 tickets.
Yeah.
5 tickets is 20,000 yen, and you get like your not even 20,000 yen. You get the half of it. You get 10,000 yen for like 4 days of training and one actual show. Then you sell maybe 5 portraits and 2 checkies. Man, okay,
Yeah.
5 portraits, 5 checkies. So you sell 5,000 yen or 10,000 yen worth of portraits. You get 5,000 yen out of that, and you sell 10,000 yen worth of checkies. So you get another 5,000 yen out of that. So you got paid 20,000 yen, which, if anyone wants to look at it, is not even, is maybe like, what, $120 or something
Yeah.
like that. That's not great.
Let's quickly compare. Look at this. So Shia Oba's 13 matches. She debuted in March of 2023. 4 months before that, I think 5 months before that, in October 2022, Konamik, her opponent in this match, debuted. Konamik has had 40 matches, and you notice it on her just improvement over the last couple of months and last half year actually, that she is fantastic, and Shia Oba has not been given the chance to improve the way Konamik has, even though
Yeah.
there's only 5 months between them debuting.
It's like we don't know how good she is.
Yeah.
We don't know. She's just a rookie who is getting beaten up. That's all she does. She's a body on a show.
Speaking of good, one of the best matches of the month is next. Natsuki versus Mari, a rematch from Natsuki's debut match all the way back in 2021, before the restart, right before the restart. Natsuki defeats Mari after 10 minutes and 7 seconds with, I think, with the passion roll up. You shout out UT one time. Okay, this match ruled.
Yeah, this is awesome. This was, and I now, if you are listening, Chris, please put your fingers in your ears and start singing na 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 na. I think this is what Mari should be doing. I like Mari much more in the mid card or semi-main events, kicking the holy living shit out of someone. I do not need Mari in the main events. I think Miku was better champion than Mari. I think Natsumi was better champion than Mari. And I want anyone else but Mari to be a champion next. I want Natsuki to be a champion more than I want Mari to be a champion. I think Mari is a great gatekeeper veteran who can win every single match she has and just beat people. Just beat them up. I will love it. But she does not
She
need to be a
lost.
champion.
And she lost here.
Yes.
Which was
But
great.
that's just a buy roll up. That's fine.
Pedro,
And-
what did you think about this match?
Yeah, I thought this was the better match of the month. It's funny, like Velkej is completely right in his he's probably not saying it the most nicest of ways, but yeah, like Mari, I love Mari in these spots where she could highlight how great the soon to be main eventers could be, and I think we all have Natsuki and people like Mizushima up there now, so. Yeah, like this is a great highlight for Natsuki, because I think we all know she's like, I think now she has a spot to take.
Yeah. Yeah, she even took to the mic after this match and said, first she asked Natsumi for a title match. She wouldn't get that, and then she said that she and Nagisa will win the tag titles, because they are of course in the tag title tournament, which we don't know if it's happening anymore, but still cool setup. I would have loved the Natsumi Natsuki match though.
Yeah.
That would have been sick.
We are probably not getting that anymore, though. Unless Natsuki leaves. Just like one day decides, okay, I have enough, I'm leaving.
Oh man.
I know, it's awful.
But yeah, we move over to the next match. Act and Ayano Irie Beast Rebellion versus Shikagoto and Natsumi Sumikawa, the Royal. 11 minutes and 18 seconds. Gochika pins Act with a La Magistral reversal. She reversed Act's La Magistral. And yeah, this kind of felt a bit long, but it had Natsumi Sumikawa in it, so it was helped by that.
Yeah, I really like the Chica and the Act, like ending stretch, like the way they finished, because I kind of didn't know who was gonna win this. It's usually like Sumikawa or Oyano, or that one time Oyano beat Sumikawa, but I'm glad they went with Chica getting a win, because I think, I mean, well, she really needed it for the build up, so.
Yeah. This was booked for Gochika to get a win on someone like up the card, so she can challenge Natsumi's for the title.
Yeah. After this match, Gochika asked for a title match versus Natsumi, and this is where the match on the 14th was set up. Because it was announced like right after this.
Yeah.
Show. Also, like Act was kind of going against this and saying that Gochika had to face her again first to have like a normal contendership match, but Natsumi ignored it. Also, Natsuki was just on the outside, and the whole like face was like, "Wait, I asked this first. What? Okay." Then in the main event, we had Misa Matsui and me versus Koki and Miku Ano. 3 of these people would end up leaving. Koki and Miku Ano wins after 11 minutes and 8 seconds when Styles Clash from Miku Ano gets the win on Misa Matsui. I thought this was a pretty solid main event.
Yeah, this is pretty awesome. I mean, the names just inside were just great. I mean, when you have Miku and Misa like just across from each other in a match, it's always probably going to be really good. So
yeah, they have such good chemistry.
And Mi is like super fun to watch when your brain is like not wrestled out.
Yeah. Mi is basically a joy on 2 legs. Because she is like the perfect combination of a wrestling gremlin and idol. It's so much fun to. So it's, as I said, she's a joy to watch. Yeah, and you said it as well.
Yeah, this really didn't have any story behind it, except for like the story of the Miku and Misa always beefing. So it's not that important of a match, but just a solid main event. Mari and Natsuki was the clear highlight of this first show of the month, though.
Yeah, that was the best match, and was that the best match of the month?
I would argue there's one above it, but that one isn't considered an ActWres Girls match anymore. Because it doesn't.
Okay, yeah.
But we'll move over to the 176 box in Osaka on the 6th of April. Of course, Act Wrestling in Osaka are always the most just fun shows to watch in the watch along because we drink. Opening match, tag team tournament semifinal, the qualifying tournament. Catmask, Calico, and Chiaki, CNC defeat Rensan and Yufa and move on to the final versus Rico Mick after 10 minutes and 20 seconds. Again, all of these qualifying matches all fit a certain ceiling, I felt. And they were just solid, good worked.
Okay. Let's pump the brakes on the good work. The finish was very wonky, is my note. Here.
Yes, yeah.
So I don't remember exactly how what happened.
I
But
have it in my notes.
yeah, it was like some mess up. One of the things that I've written is that Yufa needs reps.
Yes. So this is Calico was setting up a new submission called the Liar Paradox submission. It was a lot of setup. It was a lot of complicated setup that included rolling up Yufa, and Yufa was not able to understand what Calico was going for at all. Yeah, it was weird.
What happens when Yufa's not around for a bit?
Yeah. It's...
But I like her, actually. I really do like her. I think she's probably the better worker.
Yeah, I really like Yufa. I would love for Yufa to get booked more. I don't know why she's not booked more. I don't understand.
She is probably one of those that have a lot of commitments outside.
Yeah. It seems like she, if I'm not mistaken, she plays characters in amusement parks, like princesses and such. So there's probably much steadier gig than once a month wrestling show.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah. But yeah, this was a okay opener, I guess. I thought Yufa, like, she has a lot of good character work in the ring, but all of her moves are very like rough, and she's still figuring it out. Of course, this is another one that hasn't had that many matches. She is under 20 on her matches, and she debuted again at the start of at the very end of 2022. So she has 1 year to her.
She has more than a year. And how many matches did you say she wrestled?
15 matches.
15 matches in 15 months.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. But moving on to the next match. Again, Mari in a singles match against younger talent. Here it was against Marina Sayahara. 8 minutes and 57 seconds. This match ends with a buzzsaw kick to Marina Sayahara from Mari to get the win. Some really good stuff here. Marino got a lot to shine here. Like, she got to really showcase fighting back against Mari. And again, as you said, Velkej, Mari against the younger talent is definitely the better way.
Yeah, I think this is where both of them should be. Like, Marino should be pushed a lot more now, and I think these reps will help her as soon as she could be able to be in like the semi-mains and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. My note for this match is also match of the Mari genre.
Yeah.
If you've seen one of the Mari matches, you understand what I mean by Mari genre. It's like this. It's truly the veteran beating the shit out of a younger wrestler, but allowing them to get better. Because she's one of the more better booked wrestlers, but she still can lose. As we have seen on the previous show, Natsuki beat her, and it would have led to a title match if Natsume Sumikawa has stayed in the promotion. So, and on the last show, Natsuki said that she will be the ace of ActWres, and I believe that she can do that. So beating Mari means something. It means a lot for the wrestlers in the promotion, and because she's one of their main trainers, she can lead them through the match exactly as they need to be led through the match. So I am always looking forward to any of matches of this genre, of the Mari genre. And this was an awesome example of it.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. Then in the next match, we had and the Great Osako defeating Update Plus, me, and Nagisa Shutsuki. 10 minutes and 19 seconds. This was nothing. I don't remember anything from this at all. My notes is just that Act wins with her submission.
For
Yeah.
some reason, I've written Act used the ball driver to beat me.
Oh, that can't have happened.
I think that's a joke
Okay.
made up during this match.
Okay, yeah, probably.
I think we were talking about ball drivers, and for some reason I've written in my notes Act use the ball driver, but it has been before. I do not have any more notes about this match. I think that's what it was all about. I think I was starting to get drunk while we
Yep.
were watching this match.
Osaka shows, man. Then in the next match, we had Teppen, Misamatsui, and Naho Yamada defeating the Royal Shikagoto and Natsuki. 11 minutes and 25 seconds. Naho wins with a roll-up on Natsuki. Man, Misamatsui is such a shithead. She knows how to troll the right way, and it's so good. Here, one of the big things I noted down and I remember was that Gochika has become such a good bumper, and she knows exactly how to land on a lot of the spots, and she knows how to position herself for the people's moves and stuff like that. It's very fascinating considering her very short experience and her experience before this being doing modeling and gravure.
Yeah, I was like, this is honestly one of the better matches on the show besides the main, obviously. Yeah, like when you have these four in the ring, it's probably gonna be great. so yeah. And Naho again, I always say I think somehow she's always super solid. And
Yeah.
like she is not flashy at all. I feel like she doesn't have like an insane like moveset, but like everything she does is clean, it's precise, it's what it should be. And yeah, she's just a great base to have in that tag team.
Yeah, for sure. Velkej, do you remember anything of this match?
Okay. If anyone has ever known me, I have this one enjoyment in life, one specific joy, and it's the opening of the match in which one person is very tall and the other person is really small. Everyone knows the test of strength, where the tall person puts their hand so high up that the short person cannot reach.
Yep.
So
Oh, this was the match where Naho and Misa stacked each other.
yes,
Yes.
and they did this. So basically, if that match ended right there, I would be like satisfied, because that's the thing that I love in pro wrestling the most. Like seeing the same spot repeated over and over again, but a little bit little twists. And this time it was Naho taking Misa on her, or Misa taking Naho on her back and doing the "we are taller than you right now" to Gochika. And then I think Gochika stomped their toes, as
Yes,
the
she did.
short people normally do to tall people. So like they turned it around, and I loved it. So basically, I was done with the match right then and there, because that's enough. I don't need anything more. 10 out of
Yeah.
10. This is great match.
Yeah, I just found the screenshot I had of it and posted it in our chat. And I remember it being so good. Teppen, Oh, Misamatsu and Naho Yamada. I'm gonna miss that pairing, man.
Yeah. It's one of the few like actually missing uh uh like matchups that I'm going to miss a lot
Yeah.
because that's like perfection. Those two are so great. Were so great together. Were
No.
past tense sadly. And the only issue with that match is that why the fuck did Natsuki lose the match?
Well, she is challenging anymore. Like Chica got this spot.
Yeah, I think they love to like definitely give the push to somebody, and then when they know it's not they're not the next shot, they just give up their loss real quick, which is fine with me. I mean, sooner or later, it just takes one win.
Yeah, they build their status by getting the win, because Natsuki now had gotten 2 back-to-back wins in the 3-way, and then the one over over Mari. So she had the 3-way pin over Koki, and then she had the singles pin over Natsuki. So she had 2 back-to-back wins, and so this just holds her momentum because she is not ready to be like the super pushed one. Well, now she is because there is no other choice, but at the moment she wasn't. you know. Then in the main event of the show, we had the Royal Koki and Natsumi Sumikawa versus Miku Ano and Riko Fukunaga. 30 minutes and 3 seconds. Natsumi's knee drop gets the win on Riko. This match was full of very, very good spots with Riko Fukunaga. I told you guys before April started that Riko was going to get a lot of opportunities this month, and she did. Here was one of her better performances, and I thought her and Natsumi in this match showed a lot of great chemistry. I don't know why, but Natsumi was extremely mad in this match. She was very, very. She was going very, very hard on the kicks, and it was very fun.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I think Rico's like the person I know that's gonna get a definitely like she's been on like up the upper card on like a lot of these shows now, so they're trying to put her in a good spot. I think she's learning as she goes because she's still not as crisp as a lot of the other ones. But to be honest, I think she was still better than Koki in this match.
Yeah, that's not hard though. Let's be honest there.
Oh.
I just watched like 10 seconds of the match right now again, and I seen Koki take the worst back bump and also like miss, like she did the double backdrop and it didn't look amazing.
Look, I hope that Nanai beats her up so much that she's going to get good. It's very easy like that. It's simple like that.
She is someone that really needs a passion injection match.
Yes, she needed the passion. Injected so much. Like, it's so funny. And like on the 16 or something like that. So Mr. Lariato, who is the one of the long time GIF accounts on Twitter, he was watching this show because he was told by people that Koki is the future. And I was like, oh, those people lied to you, man. They lied to you.
They sent the wrong show.
No. They should have sent a show a year ago.
Yeah.
So he basically downloaded or got logged into the ActWres Girls service and watched the first show with Koki in the main event, according to Cage Match. This is by the way, this is the last show of Koki's because Koki was not booked on the 14th because she had the theater play like preparations. I don't know, rehearsals. Yeah, rehearsal.
Yeah, she showed up in the afternoon though, but she didn't wrestle, of course.
Yeah, she was just there to like
vibe,
to sell checkies and make money without wrestling. So this was the last Koki's match in the promotion, and poor Mr. Lariato was watching this and was like trying to discover why people were saying that Koki is the future. Because she's the aura merchant. Koki is the charisma. Koki is the presence. Right now, Koki's nothing more than that. Koki is a perfectly fine, adequate wrestler in the mid card who looks like she should main event.
Yeah.
That's what she is. She has to get better. And she has all the tools in the world to get better. Maybe she will get pushed by other people who are much better than her in ring. And she will improve. Because there is a hunger in her, I think. I hope.
There is.
I hope
She
there is
definitely
hunger in her.
wants to improve.
Yeah. She can be like she can probably be main eventing for Marigold next year, but as she is now, she cannot do it. And the funny part is that Mr. Ariato came out of this match saying that Natsumi Sumikawa is much, 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 much better than Koki. And
Wow.
people tried to tell him.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, that's like
Right, guys?
That is such a surprise.
completely surprising thing. Like nobody were expecting that. Like someone who is watching random French catch matches from the 60s in black and white would appreciate Natsumi Sumikawa being very mean to Riko Fukunaga. Of course he would.
Holy shit, he tweets so much. I want
Yeah,
to
he
just
tweets.
find it.
No, you cannot find it. It's more than 14 years ago. You won't find it. It's
14 years ago? Wow, that was a long time since this Koki tweet.
Yeah, the thing is, he also retweets like whole threads of his own gifs.
Yeah.
When some wrestler like gets buzzed, so people can see their movesets. So randomly, he is going to retweet like whole Akira Hokito gift set he has. So that's like 20 tweets in a row that just randomly pops up on your timeline if you follow him.
Yeah, I know. I follow him.
You won't be able to get to him.
Yeah. But that wraps up this Osaka show. Again, an Osaka show. Nothing much to say here. What?
A fun time was had.
Oh yeah, a fun time was always had. But we move over to the first of the double shot on the 14th of April 2024 in Shinkiba First Ring, the day before it happened again. We had, on the afternoon, Act Wrestling Step 39. The show main evented by Natsumi Sumikawa versus Shigegoto for the AWG title. First of all, before we talk about the card as a whole, Velkej, what would be the reason why Natsumi Sumikawa and Shigegoto, the title match, was on the afternoon show and not the evening/night show?
I have zero idea. Maybe was Chica on the evening show?
They were both on the evening show.
They were both on the evening show, so I have zero idea why would
Shigegoto wasn't. Never mind.
Yeah, Chica didn't. Yeah, it's probably because Chica. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Chica had
busy.
some previous like things she had to do. Maybe she had to do. She had
wasn't
to clean
she
some
the
tables
closing-
in her family's restaurant. So
Yeah, she didn't show up to the show at all. I don't think either. Yeah.
She didn't show up to the dance at the end of that show?
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay, then.
Koki was the only one that was like, "Hey, I'm gonna show up and dance."
I had a theory about this, and honestly, my original theory might have some cracks in it, but I thought that the reason the title match was put on the afternoon was because they were worried that the afternoon wouldn't sell tickets.
yeah, and instead evening didn't sell anything.
Yes, yeah, and if that's true, it might have been true because the crowd for the afternoon show was way bigger. not like huge bigger, but definitely bigger than it was in the evening.
Yeah, it's weird when you advertise a title match, people will show up.
Yeah,
How
for
it
sure.
works.
Yeah, maybe we'll see less people showing up after this. I think we will actually, but yeah. Opening match.
I'm sorry. Interestingly enough, they sold more tickets after people left than before.
Yeah, that makes sense. After, before, at the start of this match, the show. I'm sorry. We had Natsuki versus Shiya Oba in a singles match. 7 minutes and 38 seconds. Natsuki wins with a beautiful, beautiful diving foot stomp. Because that's what she does. Of course, Shiya Oba wasn't going to upset Natsuki here. I mean, this was very interesting to see. Because Natsuki is usually not the veteran wrestler. And Shiya Oba had a lot of fighting underneath here.
Yeah, I remember liking this kind of because I remember I was just interesting to watch Natsuki kind of walk through the match with her, and
Yeah.
Chaba didn't look that bad at all actually.
Yeah.
And then I think this is where we coined the phrase "trying the ice cream lancer" also.
Yeah, the ice cream lancer.
The Ice Cream Lancer was born in this match. You both
Yeah.
said that Natsuki was the veteran leading the match, and I fully agree. It was interesting, test case to see if Natsumi can do what Miku Ano or Mari can do with wrestler who is fresh fresh into the wrestling thing. We know that she can do that she's able to, and we now see that she's going to be able to do what Miku, Mari, Natsumi did for the rookies, because she's going to need to do it.
Yeah. Something I forgot to mention before we talked about the opener. These shows were uploaded a full 2 weeks after they happened. So
Yeah.
we were worried. We were
That we will
worried
never
for
see
a
that.
long time that we would never see these shows.
Yeah, because we were worried for our listeners. We were worried that that the owner of the promotion will decide that because of the betrayal from the people who left him, they're hanging. He's not going
The day
to
after.
upload these shows because that's what Pedro and Child does. So
Yeah.
that
Of course, I'm sure he was thinking of doing that for like a week and a half, and then Mari said
probably.
so someone like Mari or Act said like, "Hey, can you
Hey,
please
man,
just release the shows?"
Stop it! You aren't grown adult, man.
But yeah, of course. So a lot of these matches we were watching, knowing that these were the final matches of the people leaving. Because of course, in the next match we have one of the last times Teppen team, and on the evening show especially was the matches where you were thinking, oh, this is the last match of Miku Ano and Natsume and all that. So moving on from the opener Natsuki and Shiya Oba to a 3-way tag team match. Teppen, Misa Matsui, and Naho Yamada versus Beast Rebellion, Act and Chiaki versus Update Plus, Asakumi, Mia, and me. 9 minutes and 31 seconds. Misa Matsui and Naho Yamada wins after Naho picks up the win with a Hikari no Wa, which is a roll up.
The wrestler.
No. Hikari no Wa.
Oh.
Yeah.
So she's not calling her own move by a wrestler she likes.
Yeah. This match was very fun. By the way, this UT was the one that framed that. There's a lot of UT fans on this show, on this roster. But this was a lot of fun. Me and Act definitely knew that something was up. with Misa and Chiaki.
You mean how they were basically saying goodbye to them in the ring after the match ended?
Yes, and before when they were like really looking at them, like really, like the whole Act and Chiaki entrance felt like Act was like side eyeing her all the time.
Yep.
Of course, one thing I really liked about this match was Teppen not realizing that they were in the wrong corner. Or what was that on the evening show? I don't remember if that was on the evening show or on this show. But they didn't realize that they were in the wrong corner at one point before the match started, and it was very funny. But
Yeah, this is like a cluster. It was fun though. Like I remember like it not being a mess. So
yeah. Then in the next match, a singles match, 6 minutes and 13 seconds, Sakura Mitsushima versus Konami. A 120% smile schoolboy gets the win for Sakura Mitsushima. And when I watched this match, after these 6 minutes, I said to myself, ActWres will do just fine. They have these two. And I stand by that. These two are going to help this promotion just recover fine from losing the other people.
yeah, I thought this was one of the better matches for sure on the show. Like for a sub 6 minute match, again, one of the best things they do is having matches within the time frame, like have so much and show so it tells a story within like that much of time. It's pretty good, and like these two have become like legit one of my like two of my favorites like over in like the past year. And yeah, you're right. Like I think they're gonna be fine with these two especially. And this is like my favorite genre of of a ActWres match is two of the small wrestlers just beating the shit out of each other. So
yeah, doing bridges that are inhumane just to look at for my body.
Yeah, no, that's Sakura is not not real human. I don't buy that she is a human actually.
What did you think about this match, Velkej?
I think there's like this group of people, or at least there was this group of people in like 2020 or maybe 2019 who were deriding the long matches of New Japan Pro Wrestling or other male pro wrestling promotions who hate the stardom long main events that take 22 and more minutes. Interestingly enough, these people do not seek out the short matches. They just hate the long matches. This would have been match for them. Like this is it's not actually the high speed match as we know it, how we call what we think of about as high speed, which is the JWP style of wrestling, which is the Arisa Nakajima when she was just a junior, which also is what Ice Ribbon was known for so long before like the Mayayuki and Risa Serra style. The Tsukasa Fujimoto, the Tsukushi, the Suzuki from Stardom, Azumi and Starlight Kid from C-Link or outside of those main promotions. It's also Suzume, it's Mei Suruga, it's Mei Shizuki, Mei Sarah. It's
every high speed wrestler in the world.
Exactly, all of these people. They wrestle this high speed style that's like base from Natsuki Tayo, and Sakura Mizushima and Kanamik was not that. It was something different. It was like this actress girl spin on the thing, on this genre of wrestling, but not really. It's if you like put a random 6 minute long match from 2013, which has 2012, which has Natsuki Tayo in it, and someone else against Akari Yoneama, for example. This is completely different. It's still wrestled at high speed, but it's not high speed match. It's ActWres high speed match. Maybe we can call it, or maybe we can find some specific name on it about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just cut the filler and they go right into it. Like
Yeah.
not even like 30 seconds in there, they go to elbows after the fundamentals and stuff. Like it's actually so satisfying to watch because it's like, hey, 6 minutes. This is not gonna be a big main event match. So
yeah, it's like it's a skeleton of a match to which they can later down add stuff in between what they've already like constructed, so they can add, like they had the elbow exchange, and they can, before and after the elbow exchange, they can add something new as they go along. Like if they are going to wrestle next in 6 months and they will have a singles match that will be 9 minutes long, it will be the same match as this one, but they will add 3 more minutes into it, like in between everything else. So this is like the purest form of ActWres wrestling, this match.
Yeah, I would say like current form, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. The current ActWres girls, this is the purest form of their match, like this.
Yeah, if you have like zero time, I say watch this for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure. Then the next match was Miku Ano and Riko Fukunaga versus Ayano Irie and Kira Ann. 10 minutes and 34 seconds. Miku wins with the Styles Clash on Ayano Irie. Honestly, when you look at Miku Ano wrestling Kira Ann, you see that Miku Ano should not be in this promotion. She is way too good to be wrestling Kira Ann.
Yeah, I mean this wasn't.
I'm sorry.
This wasn't my favorite match, I would say. But I mean, for what it was, having a Kira Ann in the match, it was fine.
Yeah, she wasn't criminally bad in this match. Like she has been, but like this match wasn't good, and it went a bit long, and like watching Kira Ann fumble on spots when she's in there with Miku just tells me that she made the right choice, you know.
Yeah. I think the best parts for Miku and Riko just just trying to structure something for themselves, and like I think Riko just needs to work on the kicks and stuff, and I think she'll be fine. Like she looked very comfortable in there just for this show, I'll say.
Yeah, I think the Riko push will work exactly as they want to work, as they want it to work. She's going to lead the promotion. She's going to be one of the leaders of the promotion in next year. She has the Fuka moves. She has the Fuka kick. She has the Chris Wolf kick. The rolling, spinning basement kick to the back of the head, like some kind of ninja kick, I think. It's from Chris Wolf. And the corner Fuka kick, Fuka did to Alan when Alan was having her goodbye match, with all of the run-ins. And my note for this match is Kira Ann is one of the funniest wrestlers alive. I will not comment on it further.
I just remember us like laughing. We're like, she's gonna do clothesline kicks and the T knee drop, and we're gonna laugh, and that's about it.
Yeah, the T knee drop. What a move. Then we move on to the main event. AWG title match. 12 minutes and 53 seconds. Natsumi Sumikawa defends against Shika Goto in Shika Goto's career match. Natsumi catches Gochika's lariat for a pin and wins and gets her V1. Just saying, the Twitter said V1, and It was technically the V1.
Yes.
This is by far Go Shika's best match.
Yeah, like I truly think like Natsumi was like, I'm gonna help you as much as I can, and Chica just has to do her side of the bark, like do her side of the work, and I think she did exceptionally well. Like Natsumi did so much great stuff for her, and I think Chica just did her spots, and she looked incredible doing them. So
I think if anyone told me that a wrestler that Murray beat in 12 seconds on the first show of the 2023 would main event Shinkiba show against Natsumi Sumikawa for the title and will have this kind of match, I would not believe them. Like I would not believe that ActWres Ghost system is able to get that person who is obviously just a gravure model, nothing more, and that wrestler will be able to have this kind of match. I love this match. I think that Chica will do just fine in Marigold, and she will make so much money just wrestling because she loves wrestling. She loves it so much. She's one of the most hardest working people that improved so quickly, so much, and was on every show and worked hard on every show possible. And she understands wrestling, like in the ways other people do not. The the promo game, like the timing of the promos, the timing of the moves, understanding that you cannot just like do one move over and over again the same way. She does giant swings differently and inventive. She gets into them in an inventive way. She was unable to properly do giant swing when she started. She was able to do it against only the lightest wrestlers on the roster. Now she can do it to like anyone. And that's the proof of how much she tries in the gym and in the dojo and in the ring. And I'm really, really looking forward to what she can do in the future. I believe that she can. We talked about it like the main events of the Budokan, and I actually believe that she can get into at least the semi-main of the Budokan Hall show. If Marigold ever gets there to the Budokan, she can be in the semi-main event, and I believe in that. Like deservedly so.
Yeah. Go Shika, I can't believe the improvement she has had. And her now adding new moves into her moveset. Now, of course, taking in the 1.7 million views ass and adding it into her offense is very smart.
Yes.
Very, very, very smart.
You should do that. If you have ass that can get so many views, you put that in your moveset.
And again, her taking the moves here were so much good. There's a Somoto on the outside
love that.
that Natsumi sprints through the entire breadth, like length, width of Shikiba. She sprints all that way, and Shika takes it perfectly. She lands perfectly. It's so many good spots here. Like the way the pinfall happened, where Goshigo was going for the lariat, and Natsumi just as smoothly as possible takes her down and rolls her up for a pin, was such a good. This match. I said it before the show even came out when people were asking me, "Hey, what should I watch of Shikagoto?" I said, it's not out yet, but the Natsumi Sumikawa match, I think that's gonna be enough. And I think this is a great sell for Natsumi Sumikawa. Oh, and Shikagoto to watch before watching Marigold. You know?
Yeah, like I want to bring this up. Like I remember Rich shout out Savage Brony talking about like how people like Himawari using the matches she had to sell to mostly sell to like Cyber Agent to get to like TGPW basically. Like she used those 3 matches as her portfolio. And like I think when I watched stuff from Chica from like the beginning, legit was from the bottom going all the way. Like there was steady improvement. It was never like ever like a kind of drop off for her. And like for me, like this is literally the best match in her portfolio. Like if she wanted to sell herself to Marigold, this was it.
Yeah. And you got to think, like, it might have been some plan there.
Yeah. That's one of the things that like bother me about it. It doesn't bother me that they left. It bothers me that the person who was supposedly booking this stuff left also.
Yeah, and booked Natsumi Sumikawa into the title scene when she
Yeah. We don't
was
know
gonna
when
leave.
she booked it, when the decision was made. We don't know if this was always supposed to happen, but if you look at it just from the wrestler's viewpoint, Natsumi Sumikawa doing so much to make Gochika as good as possible before they go to a new place where Gochika will have to start again from the bottom, and giving her the confidence of the main event title match. I think that can be and should be applauded. Outside of the thinking about, okay, let's create a main eventer for our new promotion that we are leaving to, part of the thing. But I think I don't like to use word deserve, but I think she deserved this match.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
if they did not if nobody left on the 15th, nobody would have bat an eye about this match. It would have been like a perfect match to book in Natsumi's reign. First defense against her faction mate, against someone who debuted relatively recently, but who is popular and shows like this hunger to be better wrestler, and who wants it. And I think in this case, if you won't give it to Kanamik, if you won't give it to Natsuki because you want to give it to Natsuki later down the line, maybe even maybe have Natsuki dethrone Sumikawa, possibly like in the summer or something, in the fall or something like that. This was the perfect first defense for Natsumi's reign as well. Like, do you remember how Natsumi and Gochika were like against each other, like were around each other when the Royal started? Gochika like getting them into all of these troubles,
Yeah.
Natsumi having to like pull the whole faction out of the troubles because
Yeah.
this brash rogue who didn't know better fucked up all the time. So
Yeah, that whole Beast Rebellion like match at Cork and was kind of led to that.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
all about like Gochika growing as a performer, growing as a wrestler. So this as the first defense is the most logical one you can book if you look at both wrestlers' previous histories. This is the best match you can book. Outside of if you want to actually have her beaten without like any like the best match of course would have been to give the title match to Natsuki and have Natsuki beat Natsumi Sumikawa so they had like the direct transference of power instead of like this thing that they have right now.
This thing with not an end, and just a random abrupt they are
Vacation of the
away
title.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having to vacate your title.
Yeah.
That's that's the only issue. Like,
Yep.
the only issue is that they both left, and now it's up for the rest of the roster to pick up the pieces.
And
So the
we
only
don't
different
know
way.
if the owner of the promotion wants the title back even.
Yeah, but wrestlers talk about it, so
Yeah, the wrestlers talk about it at least. But we have no news. That's the problem. Then we had Act Wrestling Step 40 in the evening. Of course, I felt after watching both of these shows that these this should not have been a double shot. It didn't earn it, in my opinion. And this opener on this show, on Step 40, definitely explains why. Great Osako defeats Haruka Ishikawa, Marina Sayahara, Nenarada, and Sakura Mitsushima in a 5-way match, 9 minutes and 46 seconds. And this was the most basic, sloppy match you could put on the opener.
Yeah, honestly, my favorite part was just watching Ishikawa be on the card, to be honest.
yeah, I didn't like this match at all. It felt like a beginner's wrestling class.
Yep. Moving
I
on.
didn't like it.
Moving on to Miko Ano and Misa Matsui's last match in ActWres Girls. Act and Miko Ano, what a perfect pairing for the last match. Versus Teppen, Misa Matsui, and Naho Yamada. Of course, that would be Misa's last match, teaming with Naho. First of all, emotional entrance, just because I will miss seeing Misa Matsui during the Teppen entrance. The same can be said about Miko Ano's theme, because I don't know if we will get that back. And yeah, as we said earlier in Osaka, Miko Ano and Misa Matsui have perfect chemistry, and they got to showcase that again here. And after 12 minutes and 33 seconds, Misa Matsui finally pins Miko Ano with the Matsui special bomb, which is like her code red. Misa Matsui finally pins Miko Ano. This has been a story for a long time.
It was basically the story of her whole career so far.
Yes. And
She closes the chapter on her last. I'm thinking about it. Quick cage match check. What was the first Misa Matsui match? Quick
that
cage
was
Okay, so cage match check says it was Yumiko Hotta versus Amy Hashi, Misa Matsui, Yuko Sakurai. Then Dai Honma beat her. Then Riko Kawahata beat Momotani probably in the next match. So it was not like as if Miko Ono was there from the start against her.
no,
It
but
it took her some matches to meet Miko Ono in a singles match or in until her 15th match or something like that. So it's not like it is the defining story of her career, but it was
no,
defining story of the ActWres girls after the restart.
yes, and like it's been, especially last year, it was such a big focus during their feud, and it was clear that they were setting up a big thing between these two, and then this happens, a pin in a tag team in a tag team match that we would find out would be the last matches for them both. Of course, I have a feeling that they will continue their story in Marigold, because they should, and because they have such special chemistry. But this was awesome, just because Misa finally beat Miku. For me, I really like this match. Pedro, what did you think?
I loved it. Like the closing stretch with Miku and Misa was like, I think we all know it's special when these two get to like go at it. But like Misa again, like telling the story of everything that's happened, like, you know, the Sahi thing, and then like the whole like Teppen thing, knowing like basically this I don't know if she knew at the time, but basically, like the whole faction was basically gone by the end of this show. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
By the end of like the next shows. So like, and just knowing like these two have stuck around for every moment basically since since the first regime change. I think that's what it was. Or not the first one, like the 2019, 2018. I forgot what year it was. But yeah, like they were around for a lot of like the little things that was going on. So
Yeah.
I think I don't know if this was like the perfect match to do it, but this if they were gonna do it and they knew they were this was it, I think this is a great send off for the feud in this promotion at least.
Yeah.
One of the things that I think why they did this, how the way they did it, is that they were not sure if they can continue their story later down the line, and it was the perfect like ending place.
Goes to
for
the
it.
chapter.
Yeah. And interestingly enough, it's probably like partly a coincidence, but Act wearing the white gear she had made for her retirement in Stardom
Yeah.
for this show, because her normal gear, like her top was broken, was kind of perfect for this. Like it was saying goodbye to friends, to coworkers that will leave to the place where she started, and she wore the gear that she had during her last match there. So
yeah,
it was. And Misa bowed to Miku, and at the same time she bowed also to Act, thanking them both, thanking mostly Miku, but also to Act. And Act shook Miku's hand when they were leaving the ring. So they were all saying goodbye in their own ways.
Yeah. Of course, a emotion that we added to the match got added to the match because we watched it after the fact. I'm sure we wouldn't have felt as much as we do when we talk about these matches, because if we didn't know that they were leaving the day after. But still, this is definitely one to check out from the evening show. And then the next match.
Probably the only one, because the rest was hurt so much by the lack of the crowd.
Yeah, or by bad booking. Ayano Irie and me was in the next match facing the Royal Natsuki and Natsumi Sumikawa. Natsumi last match in ActWres Girls. And the last time we saw the ActWres Girls title, the AWG title. So this match was some really fun stuff here, but it didn't really last with me. 9 minutes, no, actually 8 minutes and 59 seconds. And me wins with the Kuma-chan fall roll up on Natsuki. Fun enough, of course, continuing the Ayano Irie and me reunion tour that was going to start in the tag title tournament, of course. And keeping the Natsuki and Natsumi Sumikawa thing going. Of course, that would go nowhere, but yeah. This was fine.
Oh wait, also, I think you made a mistake. I think you said Natsuki, and me pinned Natsumi.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah, which is the not a problem with the show, but knowing they probably all knew. I'm pretty sure they all knew. So them ending the Misa one, and just they bow, they leave. There's like no real after story for both really big wins. The me one very especially was way bigger, honestly, because her and Ayano have like a very very long tenured history just tagging, and the old gimmick of Ayano and like I like me getting probably her biggest win, probably besides maybe her winning the color spell. I'm pretty sure this might be her bigger win.
Yeah, I think so. I think this is. And she didn't had any title challenges against Miku. She was like although she was she was leader of the faction, she was always like in the mid card. And before the restart, rebrand, whatever, uh, she was just a roster member, nothing more. So she basically is right now in the highest possible position. Uh, and I would say it's quite possible that one of these, that Natsumi wanted to pay back, and this is one of those things that um, got like where the finish was changed because Natsumi knew she was leaving. I think that's quite possible. I think
Yeah.
that's she would not mind anymore, and I don't think she wanted to beat me or Ayano or and I don't think Natsuki winning there in this match would have meant anything.
Yeah.
But me beating the champion, me winning this is much more important than anything else. And also, even though I watched this match like 2 hours ago, I don't remember anything out of that.
Well,
Yeah,
I did.
I thought it was fun. Enough.
I didn't remember that me got pinned, and that I feel bad for that. But I did watch both these shows back to back. I made a
Yeah,
mistake.
the thing is, I don't remember anything from this match because like most of the match, I was thinking about how dead this crowd is and how how it was such a bad idea to book this show at all. So
Yeah.
it took so much out of this match for me. I I I actively right now hate this show. Like this is the first Actors Guy show that I don't like at all.
Yeah, I wish they kind of combine the cards and just
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, and there's obviously matches we could get rid of, and then there's matches that I think that needed to stay, like Kanamik and Sakura.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
the
the
main
main
event.
event of this show and the main
Yeah,
event of this previous show, maybe something with Miku and Misa, like do something with that. That's fine. But like the opener and this match we just talked about, those are
Yeah.
like empty matches that do not need to
And
exist.
yeah.
it
The
was
tag
a
turning
fun
thing fucked
match.
it up for me.
Yeah. Okay, so getting into the tag tournament final match, the qualifying tag tournament for the tag title tournament that we don't know if if it's happening anymore. Katmas Kanago and Shiaki, CNC versus Konamic and Riko Fukunaga, Rico Mick. Shiaki wins after 11 minutes and 18 seconds when she pins. I think she pinned. Who did she pin? Okay, you watched the match most recent.
I was so pissed that I don't remember anything.
Okay, so
I
I'm
think
looking at the
Chiaki pinned
result.
Kanamik.
Kaname,
Okay, yeah, with a big fisherman suplex to get the win. Shiaki wins a qualifying tournament for another tournament the day before she leaves the promotion.
yeah.
Including someone else that would fondly leave.
Yes. Yes.
All right, before I let Velkej go, I thought this match was great.
Yeah, it
It
was.
was.
Rico Vic is like legit the best. I think the best part of these shows for me a lot of the time. I think Kanamik is insane, and then those other two were obviously they're great. Calico doing the kicks for Rico was like super fun. Shaki very much led a great one here. Kanamik's awesome. All right, Velkej.
Okay, so this match, if this match happened in front of the audience that was slightly bigger, this match would rule so much. The Kanamik kick. Oh no Kanamik. Calico kick to Kanamik. Oh no, to Rico. Like made me yell. It was so fucking good. It was incredible kick. Such a good kick. And instead we had And there was a child on the podium in Shinkiba. Was jumping up and down in joy and like excitement out of how good this match was. But it was hurt so much by the lack of crowd. And it's so sad. And the finish is complete garbage. Whatever I think about Restless Leaving, you do not have Chiaki. Whatever I think about fucking points, fuck points. Like, I don't care that the match was booked when the tag title tournament was booked. I don't care about it. I don't care if the points were decided back then. You change the finish. You have Kanamik or Rico Pinchiaki. You have Rico Pinchiaki. You have finished the Beast Rebellion story thanks to that.
Look at what Miku and Natsumi did earlier on their show.
Yes. Yes. You have Rico get revenge on Chiaki and send her out of the fucking promotion. You do that. It's the perfect moment for it. It's she finally proves Chiaki wrong, and she proves that she is strong and worthy, and she should not have been kicked out of Beast Rebellion by Chiaki.
Yeah.
You do that. It's so easy. It is so easy. Instead, you use the points to not change the booking and have person who leaves the day after pin someone who will be your main eventer in 3 months' time. Why would you do that? Why would you fuck up your qualifying tournament for your tag title tournament? Okay, the tag title tournament needs to be completely rebooked. Doesn't matter. You have one member, you have one team that actually got into the tournament by beating everyone else in the qualifying tournament in Rikomik, who should be a finalist of the tournament, if not the outright winner. What are we doing here? What are we even doing here? Sakaguchi, please.
I remember when I watched this match the first time, because I watched it twice. When I watched it the first time, I didn't even think about the finish at all, because I didn't even I took it for such a given that Konami and Rico was winning that when the finish happened, I was like, wait, they won? They lost? Like like I looked at the finish, and then like 1 minute later, I was reminded that the finish happened and that Chiaki and Kaliko won. I don't understand this at all. Yeah. It was a great match though. It was worked so well. If only the crowd had been better, and if only the result hadn't been tarnished the day after, this would have had a very good legacy.
And then they danced.
And then they danced. Yeah. The close to this show was the whole roster dancing and singing to celebrate Act Wrestling Step 40. This was the step for the show, so they wanted to have a big vibe to end the show. Of course, there might have been some underlying, like, this is the last time Misa, Natsumi, Miku, Koki, all of these guys are going to be able to do this. So, yeah, it was very cool.
It very much felt like a farewell, also, but like it's like we didn't. If you watched this with no context, you would have been like, "Oh wow, what a great way to end their week" or whatever. No, this was like, to me, an actual farewell.
Yeah, and it was very, very cool. But yeah, that was the double shots, and of course, the day after, it happened again. All this stuff. The people left, and the ActWres Twitter account had a panic attack, rage moment where they had lost all of their main event stars, and they had to update the schedule. They had to change the schedule, and they announced the card for the show on the 26th, which was the last show of the month. But before that was announced, Kat Maskaliko announced that she will also be leaving the company.
Let's go.
And that she would be having her last match on the 26th show, which is the show we'll cover now. Act Wrestling Step 41 on the 26th of April in Shinkiba First Ring. The first show without Miku Ano, Misa Matsui, Natsumi Sumikawa, Chiaki, Koki, and Shikagoto. And the last show with Kat Maskaliko. At least under that name. She might come back to the promotion under a different name, but she's left now. Of course, we'll talk all about Kat Maskaliko and her leaving when we talk about that match, but this show opened with Act versus Naho Yamada in a 7-minute and 47-minute match. Act wins with a really, really smooth pinfall. That was kind of a reversal for something Naho went for. This was very, very good. It was a very solid main opener. I mean, Naho showed that she will be one of the highlights on the roster going forward now, which is well deserved in my opinion. Pedro, what did you think about the opener?
Yeah, it was super solid. Like it was actually one of the better, I would say, openers. And like I fully believe as long as they keep Naho in the upper card, she only gets better and better.
Yeah, this was a very smart worked match from Act because she was definitely putting Naho over by a lot of the stuff that they were doing.
Yeah, and she could still keep up. Like she's
yeah.
The way they build their matches is just it's super smart. And especially again, Naho isn't super flashy. Act obviously at this time she's not flashy. But they get, as long as they do stuff like this is great.
This a lot of what Act is just charisma and personality and the way you have to like watch her when she is in the ring. It's not the technical stuff, it's not the hard hitting stuff, it's having this like flame of a person standing in the middle of the ring and everyone else needs to overcome them, like to extinguish the flame and or to shine brighter than them. It's not Act singles matches are usually not about this showcase of moves. It's a lot about the other person trying to be as bright as Act is, which is really difficult to be honest. And Naho did not lose against Act in this manner, but she's like this bundle of energy and joy and smiles. But she still feels like someone who has much more to prove.
No.
And I think she needs to add some flashiness, what, as Pedro said, she's missing. Because a lot of the flashiness has left the promotion. So we need some people who can do flashy to do flashy now.
I think she's a great, like, I want to call her like a blank sheet of paper, but she's very much you could work from here because she has a lot of the stuff locked down. She has like her certain moves that she sticks to.
Yeah, and she does them really good.
Yeah, so she has the fundamentals. If you could work a match with Act, I think you could build from here and you could get better.
And as Sondre said, the finish was really fun. Like it was good. The transition, the Act did, I think that was like one of the better transitions I have seen her do. It was like, okay, Act had to step up. She cannot be just Act Yaskava anymore. She has to be the veteran who leads the promotion. And it feels like she's stepping up. And I'm happy about that.
Well, I, I, I had a small laughing fit at Pedro. What you posted.
That was the show that they
That was
showed.
the show. That was the show.
The rookie with the M4, which I forgot her name. The leader told us, but I totally forgot her name.
I
Rich
can't wait for her to debut.
Rich is probably yelling at me right now, but M4.
Yeah, M4.
Yeah, Rich,
Shout out,
stop
shout out
yelling.
M4.
Stop yelling at Pedro, please.
Then the next match was Bulldoze Todoroki and the Great Asako versus Kira An and Benson. 5 minutes and 23 seconds, no contest. This was fucking terrible. I hate this match with a passion.
This was painful.
Very painful.
I think the best part was Todoroki with the face paint.
Yeah, the entrances were the best part.
And then they started rumbling in the middle with the ref in the middle, and he called it. That was funny.
Yeah, so I also forgot to because the M4 rookie distracted me. So I forgot to mention that after the opener, Naho confirmed that she will continue Teppen.
Yeah.
How? I have no idea, but she will continue it.
She said, and it's important. Okay, I'll read the auto translation of the promo. Act wanted her to leave Teppen and like disband Teppen and join Beast Rebellion, and Naho refused her and said that she can do Teppen herself by that she cannot give up for Asahi and everyone else who left. She has to get to the top. Just by trying very hard.
Keep Ashai's legacy alive.
Yeah.
You know that. I'm so happy that Teppen will continue. I'm sure by the time of our next recording, we'll probably have some direction with that. Hopefully.
Yeah.
But we'll see. And yeah. But we don't need to talk anymore about the Asaku versus Kiran show tag. It was nothing. I am so worried that now that the main event scene needs bodies, Kiran is going to step up, and I'm afraid. Moving on to the three-way match of people that are going to be probably stepping up, and a very smart booked three-way because these three are three wrestlers who I think will benefit a lot from the people the people leaving. Sakura Mitsushima defeats Ayano Irie and Kyoka Iwai in the three-way match after 8 minutes and 28 seconds. Sakura Mitsushima wins with the 120% smile schoolboy, the best schoolboy in the biz. Yeah, this was so fun. I thought this. Here you could really see these three are going to be focused on, and you saw Kyoka kind of show a lot more interest here, and it was clear that she knew that now we are going to do we're gonna bring back ice. Let's go.
It hurts. It hurts so much.
And I felt like she definitely was more inspired in this match. And the same can almost be said about Ayano.
Oh yeah, this is fun. Yeah, I think a motivated Kyoka is always the best Kyoka, and like it hurts because I like her as a heel, like a super heel. It's just they didn't give her the chances, and then as soon as she has the chance, eyes.
Yeah, okay. What do you think about this match?
Yeah,
and what do you think about Ice coming back?
So I really like this match. Even though I will never cheer for her, Sakura Mitsushima is one of the best wrestlers in the promotion.
Yes.
Ayano
You
Area
You
needs
better say it.
Ayano Area needs improvement. Everyone knows it. But at least she has her confidence and her personality, and I am looking forward to, and I hope that her and me will team up together, and I hope that they will do the tag team tournament in some form or fashion, and there will be tag titles. And I want to see, even if they do not win the tag titles, Ayano and me, I want to see them be like the top main event team, because I think there's money in that. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a bad turn of phrase. I think there's a lot of like what can be done with Ayano and me as the main event team.
Yeah.
I think we should stop using Ayano in singles matches, because that's her weakest part of the game. Sadly, she's a really good tag wrestler. I really enjoy her as tagging in. Be it the babyface in peril, be it the bully heel beating up the rookies. But the both other wrestlers were better than her in this match. So I would really love to see her like exclusively in tag matches going forward. I know it's not going to happen, but I want the promotion to consider it.
Yeah.
Also,
for sure.
Ice, please no. Or if
Let's go.
Kyoka, please, please, please. The camo pants are not expensive. Please, trust me. You can do it. You can buy them.
Okay, so yeah. After this match, Renson, I was it Kyoka or Renson who called each other out?
It basically, Kyoka was basically saying that she still wants to stay in Jadoshu, but she also loves Ice so much, so she wants to do both at the same time. How that's going to work, I don't know. Ayano is teaming with me at the same time while she is a heel in Beast Rebellion, and it works. So it's fine. It's ActWres girls. It will work out. It will work out somehow. They will figure it out. God damn it.
Yes. But they clearly, Renson and Kyoka both really want Ice to work.
Yeah.
As people, you know, I hope they can. With this restart of Ice 2.0, let's go. Been praying for it forever, right?
Oh my god.
But
Pedro,
it's
please say something. Stop him, please.
The best faction. Let's go.
Oh my god.
hell yeah, my gaslighting is working. Okay, moving on to the next match. Maru versus Catmas Calico in Catmas Calico's last match. 12 minutes and 5 seconds. This match involved everything you like in the Catmas Calico's unique performances, and ends with Maru tapping her out with the Maru Rock Muffler after having tore away Calico's mask and had about 2 minutes or so with Catmas Calico wrestling without the mask. And it was fucking fantastic. It was pretty insane. Of course, the match started with Calico attacking Mario during the entrance. They did a lot of great crowd brawling. Catmas Calico was almost hanged in the rafters of Shinkiba. Catmas tore away. Yeah, rafters. Catmas tore away her pants. Just so much good stuff here. Of course, she was going to lose in her last match. That makes sense. And of course, she wasn't going to beat Maru, but this was such an emotional, great performance from Catmask. Pedro, I haven't talked about you about this match with you. What did you think about this match?
I loved it. I think I'm not crazy about Maru running a match most of the time, but when it's stuff like this, stuff like what she did with Miku, and just like the way Calico approached this match with knowing she's probably gonna get beat up, she's probably gonna get a lot of heat put on her, she's gonna get choked. I am so happy that she's moving on because you could tell she's willing to do a lot in matches.
He's the wrestler.
Yeah, to get heat on herself, look like the baby face. She knows how to play dirty. She knows how to play just just wrestle, and she also just she's getting better with like every match she has, and if anything, this is very much like a continuation of the Mari like ending sequence of the gauntlet. Like if you put those two matches together, like it would be legit like Calico's like magnum opus. But yeah, this is great.
Yeah, you put it greatly. The Magnus Opus of Calico. That's exactly what it is. So, are we saying that Calico is a brawler, not a kicker or a technician? Are we saying that she's going to brawl all over the Shinkibas and 176 box, wherever and whomever she joins?
She's gonna break the cork and diving rule.
I think she has the
yes.
I think she has the ability to do like everything. If she's if it's with the right person, I think she could go all out with anybody. Really.
Yeah. She has this fire. As I think part of it is because she was the mask wrestler, so she had to learn how to project with her whole body, and there's this like need and intensity in way she wrestles that a lot of ActWres girls do not have.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to whatever she does next. And she, as she herself said, she went on a trip, but Cat Mask stays in ActWres girls. She's still there.
Yeah.
Because she's on the service, on the nets. You can watch her there. It's fine. She's still there.
But it feels like the character, she will not when the person re-debuts in whatever company she re-debuts in, because she's not done with pro wrestling. I don't think that at all. She will not have the Cat Mask Calico name. And
you know where I want her to debut. So,
where?
fantasy booking. I don't do this normally. She's going to brain Misa Matsui with the chair in the semi-main event of Marigold's first Korakuen show.
Oh,
She's going to do Sean Spears to Cody.
Oh.
I think that pop us and no one else.
That would pop us so much.
Yes.
The Discord would blow up.
Yeah. It would be like the best, like that's the best way to debut Cat Mask Calico as a brawler, as a heel in the promotion.
Yeah, for sure. However, from what Rich said on AWG Boys, which was a great episode, by the way, Calico will be doing some, I think, theater work in June. Which is she's not going to be able to wrestle that month, is what I thought.
Like whole month?
I think so.
Interestingly enough, Marigold has released the list of wrestlers who will be missing specific dates.
Oh, they have? That's cool.
Yes, they had.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Goki will be missing some days because she has the theater plays and so on. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And they said, even before announcing cards, they did not announce any cards for those shows, but said, okay, Koki is not on this show, Misa is not on this show, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. Either way, I'm so excited for Calico's next step. If she debuts in Marigold, I will be so happy. But yeah, I am very happy with this short run that she had. Of course, it did feel like she was going to be one of the key players of 2024 in this promotion. The Mari or the whole gauntlet as a whole at the start of the year really is still like the ActWres Girls Match of the Year for a lot of people, me included.
Yeah, she impresses me how much I feel like she was not around for that long, but every time she was in the ring, she very much stepped up. And like the single matches, like the very highlight matches for her were very much she took advantage of every second she could, and she got better as she went.
Yeah, and this match is actually her 29th match.
And it doesn't feel like it.
It does not feel like that
No,
when
no,
you
no.
watch her wrestle.
It feels like she has had many more reps than that. But that actually makes sense because it took her a while to be just like a masked cat wrestler. And it was just before it was when she joined Japan in September or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so she had like that great Osaka show match, didn't she?
Yeah.
Where she was like really, really good, and it was like, okay, I can see this, and then she joined Japan, and it was good, and then she had the gauntlet, and that was great, and then she had this,
Yeah.
and that was also great. And as I said, I think she's great in crowd brawling, and I would want to, I, I can see her be a great heel. I can
Hey
see
man, I would be
Yeah.
for her joining Oz Academy too. Velkej.
Yes. Oh my god. Just like but look, if you join Oz Academy, you have to get beaten by the Sekigun. It's if you
I
join
mean, she can join Sekigun.
oh, it's too soon. You have to get beaten by them first.
True,
Then you
true.
can join them.
True.
Yeah, I think it's incredible. Like she could kind of play every coin of wrestling and work. Like obviously in this match she was the babyface, but she was also brawling, trying not to lose. She loses her mask. She fights for her life. She brawled earlier, like a hardcore wrestler outside. She was getting choked. She plays babyface well. I think she could play very much the fierce heel. It's actually incredible when you go back and look at these matches for her.
Yeah. Then we have two final matches to talk about on this show. Mari and Me versus Marino Sayahara and Nagisa Shiotsuke. Mari, Me gets the win after 12 minutes and 1 second with the Kuma-chan palm, which was basically a kind of choke slam, like side slam, something like that, on Nagisa. I thought, yeah, this was pretty good. I thought Mari using Kuma-chan was very fun.
There was so much Kuma-chan, it was insane. Like,
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen that much of him.
imagine giving Mari Kuma-chan like that's dangerous. But yeah, I thought Nagisa definitely stood out a lot in this match. Nagisa is someone that keeps getting better and better, and again, she is someone that will benefit. A lot of people will benefit from this, but of course, I think she will benefit a lot.
Yeah, I think they're building on the story of me and Nagisa. I don't want to spoil shows, but I think they also have an interaction in the next show. So
yeah. Okay, what did you think about this match?
It felt like Mari and Me are angry at the squirrel.
oh yeah, she felt like she was a non-factor. Like they were killing her every time.
Yeah, it was like, okay, you come into my ring and you think you can do something? No. We are going to beat you up. It was very similar to how Natsumi Shimikawa felt against Riko Fukunaga. In one of the previous shows that we talked about today.
Yeah.
As if someone like pissed into someone's salad or something like that. And that's basically what I like took away from this match. Outside of funny Kuma-chan shenanigans, it was like the most thing that I've noticed is that Marino got beaten up a lot, but like even I'd say mean in a
Yeah.
mean way, not like in the you'll prove something to us, much more like in a different way. It felt weird.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think she was just a vehicle for Nagisa's story because
Yeah.
Nagisa was very much more
Yeah,
important
yeah,
than
it was
me and
Mari-
Nagisa.
yeah. Marino was like weird there in the match.
Yeah, it was just you could plug anyone in that spot and it would have made sense still.
Yeah. After this match, B kind of confirmed that the tag tournament still is going ahead. Because she said that she and Ayano is going to win. They are going to reunite and win. So yeah, Mari still has her tag partner Act available. So there's still that overpowered team for the tag tournament. But then in a main event on this show, a very, very smart booked main event, in my opinion. We had Naru and Natsuki versus Rikomik, Kanamik, and Riko Fukunaga. I think this match being in the main event on the first show following the Exodus is kind of telling because I feel like all four of these wrestlers are going to be pushed to this. The goal of the next couple of months are going to be to push these four wrestlers to the spot where Shiaki, Misa, and Koki and Shikagoto were at before they left, where they are the next in line.
Yeah, like these four should be higher on the card in every show.
Yeah, and
If-
they proved it in
if-
this match.
Yeah, if they want to show like, hey, these are the people we want up there, because
Yeah,
like they can obviously go with a couple other people, but I think very much these four are very unique, and I think they deserve probably the spot. So
all have different styles to each other, which is why I kind of highlighted that. But yeah, Natsuki wins after 10 minutes and 45 seconds with the Shining Wizard to Riko Fukunaga in a very, very fun main event. I thought this ruled. Again, Riko, someone that is making the most out of every match she is in. And again, the Fuka kick is amazing.
Yeah, Fuka kick is so good.
it was probably
Okay.
her best one, right?
Yeah, this was her best one, definitely.
Yeah, it looked like she murdered her.
And this was probably her best performance in a while too. This was like she was in there with Natsuki for, I don't know, 10 minutes. It feels like, and they tore it up. Like Riko, I really like Riko. I just think she needs the reps. I just think she needs people to get behind her, and I think that's really all she needs. Because she took a setback with her terrible injury like right before a Corkin. So like I could hope she gets back to a form.
What did you think about this match, Velkej?
I loved this match. It's like this match that the promotion tells us this is ActWres, and the cycle continues, and we will never stop being ActWres. And like people who do not get that that this is the promotion that can debut 25 people in a calendar year, which is more than like some promotions debut in 5 years.
Yeah.
They can just do it. It's very simple for them, and they can take like wrestlers who debuted 2 years ago and put them in the main events because that's the nature of the beast, nature of the promotion, and it will work. I love Naru. I love her so much. I love how much raw, athletic potential hides in that tiny body. It's incredible stuff she can do. Like, she is the best kept secret in wrestling right now. Because if she had, like, imagine how much people have lost their mind about Azumi running really quick. Imagine if people have seen Naru on like AEW television. They would have like not understand what the fuck is this woman doing? Like how
Ima-
she
imagine, imagine if like the really engagement farmers would post the Mari and Naru assisted moonsault.
like
Like
that would break people's brains.
like if Dark Puro's Flotion or whatever had posted that, that would break people's brain.
There is a missile dropkick in this match where she looks like she is 5 meters high in the air. It's not 5 meters,
Yeah.
but like it looks like she jumps up and the photographer captured her when she like is aiming down with the dropkick, so she is just behind the highest point of the jump, and it looks like she jumped so high to deliver the missile dropkick from the top rope. It's incredible.
Yeah, she looked like she has like an extra like 2 inches of like springs on her feet.
Yes.
It's like super
Yes.
weird.
Yeah, it was like she everything we think about her that we praise her for, she took and used it in this match because this I don't think it was her first main event. It was
No.
not for sure her first main
No.
event.
No, I
But
wasn't.
no, but like it was like her very prominent spot for her because there were no Maris, no Mikus, no Natsumis. It was just these four wrestling out of their mind as best as they can. And the post-match promos proved that. Because Natsuki lays claim to the role of the ace of the promotion, which role was held previously by Miku Aono, even though she has lost the title.
Yep.
And she said that she's going to win the title, and then she's going to win the tag titles with Nagisa as the summer wind or summer breeze rather, or something like that. I don't know the correct translation because the auto translate doesn't translate the second word, and it's some kind of wind or breeze. So summer breeze is a very good name for them. So because Natsuki is summer and Nagisa is the wind, so
Yeah.
it's summer breeze. So and Naru told her to not get ahead of herself, that it's not as easy to claim the title of the ace that she will oppose her, while at the same time afterwards in the backstage saying how much they enjoyed tagging with each other. So I can imagine like this team maybe can be a thing if the tag team tournament ends and Nagisa and Natsuki like splits or something like that. Uh, while Marino and Naru are a team in the tag tournament as well. So they are like we have people claiming that they will enter the tag tournament. Rico Make will, Nagisa and Natsuki will, Marino and Naru will, me and Ayano will. We have these people who claim that they will enter. We do not have Mari and Act saying anything. Who did not say anything? Who was on the show? Naho. Naho just had.
No, didn't.
Naho doesn't have
Make
anyone right now, and she lost with. Yeah, she lost in the prelims.
Yeah.
What we have next?
What we have next? We have
No. What we have like? Are there any other teams that are like viable for the tournament, or
I don't know.
these four? Because even with these four, I think that works. You can do a
Yeah.
tournament with these four teams.
Yeah, I mean, and throw in like a Sakura and someone team, and like Maru and Bulldozer or whatever.
Yeah, and it works. It works. It's fine.
Yeah, like they can definitely do a tag tournament. They haven't said anything about doing it yet, but
yeah, the wrestlers are claiming that they will do it.
yes,
So
yeah, the wrestlers are creating stories, which is good. And I really, really hope that this gets a payoff. But I am worried that we are going to go back to what ActWres was before the title came back, where there's no real direction. The matches are just happening for fun. When I look at the first two cards of May, I don't really see a clear storyline going on in most of these things. You know?
Besides the Nagisa meeting, maybe Naho pushing for new members. It doesn't look like much.
Yeah, of course, we haven't seen these shows yet, but there has been 2 shows already. And from what the cards on paper looks like, it doesn't look like they're telling that much stories yet. And they're still just recovering from the Exodus.
We have Chiaoba booked. Eyes is back. And
yeah, Ice is back. That's the story. Let's go.
God damn it.
And
but,
yeah.
To close this show on the 26th, I do very much like that the wrestlers called their shot. That the wrestlers, Natsuki specifically, saying, I'm going to win the singles title. I'm going to lead this new generation of ActWres girls. I am going to take Miku's spot, essentially, is what she said. Naru also interrupted and kind of said, no, it's not going to be that easy. So there we already have the kind of Misa and Miku story set up between the two, you know? Which is cool. I hope that can lead to something. But again, for this show to be the first show after the Exodus, I wish they would have just announced what they're doing with the main title.
Yeah, that's a big issue, but that's the ActWres girls.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
Probably the least issue for. That's like the least problem he has to worry about. He's probably worrying about someone else jumping, maybe.
Yeah, maybe
things like that.
But in May, to close April, it was a confusing month. I thought they recovered well enough after the Exodus, and before the Exodus, they had some really good matches and some confusing booking, I guess. But of course, for me, Shika and Natsumi would be the match of the month, with Mari and Natsuki right behind it. Do you guys agree on that?
Yes. What was the match that I really loved? The main event of this show.
Yeah.
That's like the top 3. So the top 3 are Mari and Natsuki, the title match, and the main event of the 26th.
Yeah.
It's a little hard for me to choose. Because I did like Maru, Calico.
Yeah,
Natsuki,
Mari, Calico, and again the 6-minute match.
Sakura and Kanamik.
So that's the top 5. Let's say the top 5.
Yeah.
And that heads us into May. Of course, 2 shows have already happened as we are recording on the 5th.
I am not spoiled on any of these.
I am also not spoiled on any of these.
I'm a little spoiled. I'll always be spoiled.
Of course, Golden Week, which is why these 2 shows happened so close to each other, I am guessing. One was in Osaka in the 176 box on the 3rd of April. Then we had on the 5th, Step 42 in the Shinkiba First Ring. And to close the month, at the end of the month, we will have on the 24th of April, Step 43 in Shinkiba First Ring. So only 3 shows for May. I'm glad we have the Marigold show to cover, Velkej, next month.
Yeah, that's better.
But these cards, while they don't really have that much storyline implications from the looks of it, they look pretty solid, these cards.
The weird thing that if you look at the Osaka show, the top 2 matches have storyline implications.
Yeah, somewhat.
I have a problem.
The
There's a
semi-main
problem.
event is basically tag title tournament matches.
True.
But
True.
they are not.
Yeah, they are not.
I don't know if someone made a. I don't know if someone made a
hate this
mistake.
promotion so much.
I don't know if someone made a mistake, but someone in the third the May 3rd show in the main event at the end, they said that we won't see you guys for a bit. We'll see you on the 24th. Made no sense and gave a lot of us like some side eye to like, why wait, you guys have a show on the 5th. What are you guys talking about?
Who said that?
I think Me said that at the end of the show where she was
okay.
like, we won't see you guys for a bit. We'll see you on the 24th.
That's the idol brain right there.
And it caused us to all be like, wait, you guys have a show in like 2 days.
That's
Literally, it
funny.
happened hours ago.
That is so funny. And she's on the show. That's even better. Okay.
She's such a confusing person.
The card for Osaka on the on Friday on the 3rd was opening match Naoya Yamada versus Yufa. Second, yeah, that's a great opener. Second match Haruka Ishikawa and Ren-san versus Sakura Mizushima and Riko Fukunaga. It's an interesting match.
Cool.
Yeah. Singles match Act versus Nene Arata. That's cool storyline match, I guess, for Beast Rebellion. Maybe we'll see what happens with Beast Rebellion after this. Then, semifinal. Summer Breeze, as you named them earlier, Velkej.
Yes.
Natsuki and Nagisa Shiotsuki versus Naru and Marino Sayahara.
They are called 155, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really? Oh, that's a cool name.
Because that's their height.
Yes, that makes sense.
I like this match.
That's gonna seal the show on the show.
That's the semi-main event of Osaka show.
Yep.
Look at it. Tradition continues the best match in the semi-main event.
Look at the Shinkiba one.
Yeah, exactly.
Then the main event is the main event.
Down and realize what you've said. Oh my god. Tradition broken.
Hell yeah.
The main event in Osaka is me and Ayano Irie versus Kyoka Iwai and Mari. That's gonna be fun. And then on the 5th, earlier today, in Shinkiba first ring, it was Konamik versus Shia Oba in the opener.
Hell yeah.
Riko Fukunaga and Kira Ann versus Ice, Kyoka Iwai and Ren. Let's go.
I've seen the picture. She still has not bought the pants.
Fucking.
That's the only thing that I'm spoiled on. She still does not own a pair of camo pants.
Because I saw that this morning and I died laughing.
She still does not own pants. It's awful. Why is she doing this?
Then in the third match we have Beast Rebellion, Ayano Irie and Nene Arata versus Update Plus, me and Nagisa Shiotsuke. Then in the semi-final singles match, Maru versus Bulldozer Todoroki. Let's go.
It will be at least 10 minutes.
That's hella work right there.
And then in the main event, Marino Sayahara is getting pushed, and it's about time. In the main event here, we have Marino Sayahara and Sakura Mizushima versus Mari and Act. Of course, they're going to be murdered, but at least Marino Sayahara is in the main event.
Breaking out the heel gear. I already see it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Mari in the heel gear. Yeah. True.
But yeah, that is the cards for the shows that have happened in May already. And the last show, of course, at the end of the month. So I hope for some direction in May. But with only 3 shows.
I think we'll get some direction because it makes sense from these shows that we see?
It hurts my heart that they're building to a Quarkin in August. We are so far away from the next Quarkin. And like we won't get to see the rookies till then.
Oh yeah, 4
Yeah,
rookies are in the training.
sucks.
But yeah, the summer. I mean, last year's summer had the Miku Ano title reign, and that was basically the only thing that was going on. So yeah, we'll definitely. The summer is always a weird time for actors girls, mostly because all of the people have other things to do, you know. So we'll see. Pedro, thank you for coming on this for our April review, and thank you for having us on the Outlet X ActWres stage episode earlier in the month.
Yeah, you guys were our biggest draw for for the podcast.
Wait. Calm down.
No, not just you.
guys. No, me. I was the biggest draw.
No.
God damn it.
Yeah, so I host the outlet every other couple weeks. It's usually really sporadic because I go off what big shows are happening and try to be a little different. I know again Sondre would have been on for something else, but we called a audible on our Marigold episode, which was very important because of ActWres involvement, and so yeah, go listen to that. My latest episode was on Stardom and their last big show, Queendom. I had Sammy from Starling, he's from like the French community of Joshi, Stardom, Sealing, stuff like that. And I've had Yannick on the show, previous ActWres stage guest,
Yes.
and I've been on the Dramatic Dream specials. I've been on Pure Gems, so I've been on the network a couple times already now. Stardom Quest, the bigger one. Yeah, thank you, Sondre. I'm close to completing all the shows on this
Oh my God,
network.
you are collecting them like a Pokemon.
Yeah, and it's only been 2 months.
Gotta catch them all.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Velkej, do you have anything to plug?
No.
Damn.
No, I actually do not. No, I was somewhere. I was on with Scott because I wrote him after Tsukasa Fujimoto came onto my screen to face off with my Iwatani after my Iwatani just beat Sari for IWGP title. Those like combination of all those worlds, all those worlds together would have made no fucking sense in 2019. Like 0 cents, no sense at all. Like IWG title, Mai Iwatani, sorry, Tsukasa. No, made no sense. I got there on the show to babble about one of the last remaining dream matches in Hall of Professional Wrestling, and it will happen. Also, there's Arisa Nakajima in that match in the future. So yeah, hell yeah, wrestling is awesome. Wrestling is great.
The Mount fucking Rushmore of Joshi,
Yes.
modern Joshi, right there.
Yes.
Yeah. We have all talked about All Star Queendom on audio, on all the shows. I was on the Eastern Lariat Patreon to talk with Dylan about All Star Grand Queendom last week. I also was on Pure Gems last week to talk about all the stuff that happened in the Indies in Japan last month in April. I was kind of roped into doing that, forced by Peps. And I do Dramatic Dream Dragons, as per usual. DDT and Dragon Gate coverage. We are going to do our Dead or Alive review in a couple of days. But that was this for this episode of ActWres Stage. We are making it through this troubled time of the promotion. And I hope that we will have a title when we come back for you at the end of May. But until then, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.